Hello guys, the Fire Brothers here. Now, a while back, well, about a month ago, I did a poll for you guys to vote on my community tab. And that poll basically involved the top 5 Ironhides. I listed the Movieverse Ironhide, the Energon Ironhide, the G1 Ironhide, the IDW Ironhide, and the War for Cybertron and Follow Cybertron Ironhide. I was gonna upload this video a whole lot sooner, but the problem is that I was cleaning up my computer and the video I had saved, it was deleted for some reason. So I had to redo it. And now we're here 1 month later, me actually trying to redo this video. But keep in mind that this is not really my opinion, this is like what the community thinks. You guys voted, you guys chose this if a character made it a number 5 or number 4 spot because they didn't get enough votes. Also, I didn't include every single Ironhide ever because I can only include 5 options on YouTube. And also, these 5 Ironhides are probably like the best versions of Ironhide, like the more recognizable ones. So, let's get right into it. Coming up at number 5, we have the Energon Ironhide. No surprise there. The Energon Ironhide first debuted on the Unicron trilogy, and that show is not considered to be very good by fans. It's probably considered one of the worst shows in Transformers history. Yet regardless, out of the 1.3 thousand votes, he came up with 2%. You can do the math. Now, some of the reasons why people decide to vote for him is because simply he said kicker, and that's such a funny meme to use. Apparently doesn't make your ears bleed or anything. In fact, a lot of you guys seem to only vote for the Energon Ironhide simply because kicker is such a memorable bad meme that invokes people to vote for Ironhide. Others simply picked the Energon Ironhide simply because no one else picked him, which is very charitable. Like, congratulations to you, man, like, you're a good person, looking out for the poor. Coming in at number 4 is the IDW Ironhide. Now, the IDW Ironhide is part of the IDW continuity of comics, and while I haven't seen much of him so far, his design does resemble his fellow Cybertron model a lot. This Ironhide is truly a force to be reckoned with, certainly living up to the Ironhide name. Unlike Kicker, some of your reasons for choosing the IDW Ironhide seems to be because of his character development, since a lot of you seem to actually like what IDW has done with Ironhide, which is something that IDW is known for doing, giving actual character to all of the Transformers characters. Some of you didn't really give me an explanation, which is why I asked for, so yeah guys, you're not convincing other people to like the IDW Ironhide by, you know, crapping on other Ironhides. Just tell me why the IDW Ironhide is so great. Now, I am conducting a poll for Ratchet, and instead of like bashing all the Ratchets, tell me why you like that Ratchet in particular. Like, why should we like that Ratchet? Like, that's the main reason of this post. But apparently, the IDW Ironhide, it's so well liked by some people that they will go out of their way to attack other Ironhides. You gotta admit, you either did something right or something terrible wrong to invoke this kind of emotion onto other people. So, IDW Ironhide, you definitely got the touch. Or something, I don't know, because they haven't really given me a reason to like you, but I'll assume you did something good. Coming in at number 3, with 9% of votes, we have the G1 Ironhide. Some of you simply picked the G1 Ironhide because he was the Ironhide who started it all. Some of you chose him because he was one of the best Autobots and he was truly heroic, and he died with great honor, trying to save his friends, and to me, there's no greater honor than that. However, I would say that most of you just voted for the G1 Ironhide just because he's the classic, and some of you guys apparently think that the original is the best. Which, don't get me wrong, the G1 Ironhide is pretty good, I do really like him a lot. And his sacrifice was truly heroic, even though it was really sudden and came out of nowhere. Overall, the G1 Ironhide has earned the respect of fans due to his heroic actions and his final stand against the Decepticons. He truly went up against overwhelming odds, and even though he lost that fight, he always did his best. In every fight, he always pulled 110%. So G1 Ironhide is more than deserving of this spot on the list. Coming up at number 2, only 1% higher than the G1 Ironhide, we got the War for Cybertron and Follow Cybertron Ironhide. Now, this Cybertron falls into the Alliance continuity. This continuity involves Transformers Prime, the Cybertron games, Robots in Disguise, and of course the Rescue Bots. Some of you guys voted for him, simply because of all the Ironhides on the list, he's probably the closest one to the original. Despite his lack of appearances in-universe, he has still earned the respect and admiration of fans, high enough to be voted second place on this list. Others simply voted for him because of his strength, which in War for Cybertron he showcased his strength by taking on many Decepticons all by himself, and also showing to be capable of lifting really enormous pillars all by himself. A lot of you, however, seem to just pick this Ironhide simply because he reminds you a lot of the G1 Ironhide with a few minor upgrades. Even though his appearances were minimal and kinda short, the Alliant Ironhide has earned the admiration of fans by his feats in-game, his personality and design, which mirrors a lot of his G1 counterpart, with a few minor changes which update his look and make him stand out a bit more. Even though he hasn't appeared very often in the Alliant continuity, by not making any appearances in any of the TV shows, most of his appearances include the games and some of the books. However, this Ironhide, albeit too close to the original, truly stands out by himself, and has more than earned his place on this list. Coming in at number 1 with 75% of the votes, blowing out the water all the other Ironhides combined, we have the Movieverse Ironhide. A lot of you guys just chose the Movieverse Ironhide because he just looks awesome. He has one of the best designs in movies. Some of you because you like his relationship with Sideswipe in the comics. Others because of his humor, and you guys like his cannons apparently. A lot of you guys also expressed your frustration that Sentinel Prick had killed Ironhide. And you guys didn't fail to mention that. Out of all the comments I see, most of you guys seem to like the movie Ironhide because of his humor, his badass attitude, his guns, which are a staple of the character in the movie continuity. And he was one of the few Autobots that managed to last all the way to the third movie, making him one of the few Autobots with the most appearances in movie, severely boosting his popularity among the fans. His first appearance was on the first Transformers movie, and his last appearance was on Transformers Dark of the Moon, the third movie, where he met his end at the hands of Sentinel Prick. However, this has not stopped Ironhide from being one of the most requested Autobots to come back to the movies. Fans have continued to voice their own opinions, and outright demanded for Ironhide to be back in the movies. Now, when you have people rage debating whether you're gonna come back, and making videos online talking about why you were so cool, making tributes to you non-stop, and Hasbro recognizing your popularity and still making toys of you, even though you're 2 movies past that, you know you did something right. To quote Willie and Kevin, this is the better Ironhide because Energon's Ironhide was too much immature. The G1 had too much of a big ego. He thought HR could defeat anyone. I don't really know the IDW one, and the Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron, Rise of the Darkspark was good, but Movieverse is cooler. And yes guys, that's it for this list. Just to summarize everything, with 2% of votes we had the Energon Ironhide, with 4% of votes we had the IDW Ironhide, with 9% of votes we had the G1 Ironhide, followed by the Fall for Cybertron / Fall of Cybertron Ironhide with 10% of votes, and then the movie Ironhide blowing all the other Ironhides out of the water with a whopping 75% of votes. You guys have spoken, and according to you guys in the community, the movie Ironhide is the best Ironhide. Now for the next video, which I'm probably gonna do in like 3 weeks or something, I posted a poll in my community tab talking about the top 5 Ratchets. In there, I listed the Movieverse Ratchet, the animated Ratchet, the Transformers Alliance / Prime Ratchet, the G1 / Marvel Comics Ratchet, and IDW Comics Ratchet. If there's any version of Ratchet you want to vote for, feel free to go to my community tab and vote right there. And also explain why. Don't just hate on the other Ratchets and say, oh, this Ratchet is better. Tell me why. Tell me the reasons why you like this Ratchet better than the rest. And may the best Ratchet win, I guess. But anyways guys, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out a lot. And also tell me your thoughts. Are you guys surprised that the movie Ironhide blew out of the water all the other versions of Ironhide? Or do you guys believe that the movie Ironhide doesn't deserve his place and that another Ironhide should have ranked the number 1? Like always, respect others' opinions and they will respect yours. And don't forget to vote for your favorite Ratchet. Anyways, that's it for now guys. The Fire Brothers